Anytime you have freshman wide receivers, there's kind of a learning curve, but what are you seeing from some of the younger guys, particularly guys like Swain and Cleveland that did some things against Tennessee?
It's definitely a learning curve for the young guys. You know, Josh and Freddie, they both got here early on, so they understand the offense a lot better. You know, and then Rick and Tyrie both missed some time, you know, during fall camp, so they're just now catching up to the learning curve. But those guys have done a great job. They care about it. You know, they come in and get extra work. You know, and that's a competitive group. Those young guys are really competitive. They want to play, and they want to push the guys in front of them, so it's good.
Specifically for Cleveland, just obviously he had the issues in fall camp with the hamstring injury. Just how's that how did he kind of bounce back? Just from being hampered so early on.
He's doing a really good job. You know, we don't ask him to do too much right now, especially when guys miss that amount of time and they're just getting here. So what we try to do is bring him in and talk to him about certain situations where he would go in the game and put him in the proper position to be successful. You know, that's our job as coaches, is to get them in the right spot and make sure they can have success on the field.
Zach up front.
During the game or when you went back and watched tape, what was your reaction when you saw how he acted after that catch?
You know, I was excited for him. Really, I was.
Were you nervous at all for that flag to come?
Yeah, I was a little nervous because he ran through the end zone, Gator chumping, but, you know, I was excited for the kid. You know, he's been through a lot, and for him to go out there and get a taste of what it feels like was really good for him.
A guy who's got a big taste of it this year is Freddie Swain. He's really kind of been one of the standouts of the guys that you signed. Going back to his recruiting process, can you just go back on what that was like? And I know he was a guy that you guys were on early, but it seemed like that performance at the opening kind of woke up the country, and I think you guys went after him hard and everybody else did. What was his recruiting process like, as you remember?
Yeah, Freddie was a guy we recognized early. That was right in our backyard. We were talking to him, we needed a lot of guys at that spot. So we just kept wanting to put our eye on him and see what he could do. And what he did over the summer was elevate his play. And then during the season, he did the same thing. So, we went back through what we evaluated, and we thought he was a special kid that we needed to have.
The thing that it seems that always sticks out about him is he's got a knack for getting open. Do you see that when you coach him, and has that helped him make the early impact that he's had?
Yeah, I noticed in the spring that he's a lot more effective when he's playing inside than out. And we've made a change with him and put him behind Brandon in the slot. And you can see he's really effective. He understands the defense. He can run routes on the inside, but he's really effective in there, and we need him to be good. One thing I really like about Freddie is his competitiveness, too. He wants to be out there, and he's going to make plays when he's out there.
Ryan on the right.
Going back to Tyrie, just how did he handle just mentally going through all this stuff at the start of the season and coming in with so much hype and not being able to really contribute and play the first few games?
Yeah, anytime you go through that, it's a little mentally draining. So he was down a little bit, but he stayed engaged. One of the things about him, he always asked questions in meetings. If he didn't know something, he would always feel free to ask. And, he stayed engaged that way. That way, when he came back out, it wasn't too hard for him to pick up on certain things.
And then what kind of role can he possibly earn over the course of the season now that he's back and as he gets more and more into it?
Yeah, the more and more he gets into it, everybody has the opportunity to play. So if he continues to grow and continues to learn and understand the game, he has opportunity to be out there quite a bit.
Thomas on the